Hey, this is Steven from Legit PC, and today we're going to review the Live Gamer HD, which you can see the two boxes here. This is the outer cover, this is the inner cover, and here is the piece of hardware. So as you can see, this is a PCI Express 1X slot, and it has an onboard encoder. It's a H.264, and this is built by Aver Media. And it's a great capture card. You could also use it as streaming. So during this review, I'll show you guys a close-up of all this stuff, what comes in the box, which I have here, and some of the other things that are included, as well as a close-up of this product. And I'll also show you guys some of the software. I'll show you guys how to manage the software and what kind of options they have. And also you can see while I'm handling this these sensitive electronics, I have an anti-static wrist strap set up over to my left hand, and yeah, so next I'll show you guys a close-up of each part, all the contents of the box, this particular PCB, the capture card, and what comes inside the box and how to set it up, as well as even the manual. So we'll go into a close-up of that right now, and yeah, let's get the review started. Alright, so we are back. I'm going to show you guys the box, and if you guys have watched any other reviews so far, the box is absolutely excellent, and absolutely no possibility of damage during shipping. I mean, you can just see how excellent that this is that this would be packaged, and it's got a lot of protection. And yeah, so here you would have the capture card, and here you would have the here you have the quick start, which I actually didn't line up here on the table. I'll just have a section of that by itself, and then here's the bottom. So yeah, so we'll just assemble that back real quick. So yeah, so I'll do the quick record, or here it's called the hot button, right? It says it right here, hot button. I'll do that, just show that to you guys by itself when we move on to to showing you just the card. So, you know, here's the, well, actually I'll show you guys the outside. Here's the outside, and you know, it's a little dusty, no big deal. Yeah, absolutely beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So I'll read you a little bit what it says on here. So it says HDMI or DM connections. The Live Gamer HD can work with a wide range of graphics cards and pass through gameplay in real time. Connections Live. Oh, sorry, that's in a different language. Live Gamer HD can capture local PC gameplay without draining system resources or setting up another PC. That is absolutely correct. And I'll talk to you guys about that more. It allows the Live Gamer HD to offer a smooth and fast data transfer as a PCI Express. And the hot button, dedicated record button. The accompanying hot button helps you fire up the Live Gamer HD timely and preserve the most exciting in-game moments precisely. That is absolutely excellent and absolutely correct. I love that piece of hardware. It's a great addition. Okay, so now we're going over the right side talking about RecCentral, which is the software it uses. Intuitive configurations for everyone. The RecCentral can guide you to finish the initial configuration for different game platforms. It even provides auto configuration for newbies. Okay, configurations. Okay, here we go. Record voice commentary without gameplay. The RecCentral allows with gameplay. RecCentral allows you to record your voice commentary along with the in-game footage to make your walkthrough videos more impressive. Stream your live gameplay over the internet. The RecCentral can help you broadcast your live gameplay or on Twitch TV and receive applause from the whole world. Profile selections and overview. Selecting setup and forget it. The RecCentral can keep multiple recording profiles and let you select from the drop box when needed. Absolutely correct. But there is some things that kind of are bad about that, which I'll show you guys in the software. And here you got a picture of the two, and you know what it can run with, stuff like that. You know, quick start of what's in there, and it gives you a little XSplit and full 1080p, which it can do. Okay, so now that's mainly the box, and I'll show you guys the box contents. So here you have a driver CD, and then you know an empty box. I got all the rest of the stuff over here, but also gives you 3 months of XSplit, so that you could do, you know, other types of broadcasts to stream to different places. And so here's the box content. You have a DVI to HDMI splitter. Well, not splitter, but you know, it's an adapter. And then they give you one HDMI cable, which what I'm thinking that it's trying to have you do is you go HDMI from your well, usually this is the type of setup I think it's doing, is you're going HDMI to the capture card, or this is going to your monitor and you're splitting, and this is this could go straight up to your video card, right? And this goes straight down to your capture card like that. That's what I'm going to guess that it's going to do, is that this goes in the graphics card, because the graphics card only has an HDMI input. And so it switches from here to an HDMI, and then you go from this HDMI out to your screen. But my particular one is I'm going HDMI in, and then HDMI out to the monitor. HDMI from the graphics card into the Live Gamer HD, and then HDMI from Live Gamer HD out to the monitor. And yeah, so we'll move on to the next portion. I'll show you guys the Live Gamer HD from Aver Media close up, as well as the hot button. Alright, so we are back now looking at the Live Gamer HD as well as the hot button. And I'm going to go ahead and put on my anti-static wrist strap, which I'll do here in just a second. Okay, we're on. Alright, so now let's take a good look at this. As you can see, I moved all the boxing out of the way of the table, so I can show you guys you know, the input and output with the different stuff comes in the box. So here, obviously, very, very awesome look. It's got this nice shield on it. You know, I think it's I guess it's aluminum. Yeah, it would be aluminum. Very nice and shiny and stuff like that, as well as saying Aver Media, Full HD, 1080p, HD Capture, Live Gamer HD. And yeah, so here's the back. It's nice black PCB. I love black PCBs. So there's the black PCB. And then here you can see the interface down here. And here's the input and outputs here. So as you can clearly see, it says HDMI out and HDMI in, which, you know, you have to memorize, because when you're changing your configuration or taking it out of your case or moving your case around or cleaning it out or whatever, you have to. It's a good idea to remember which one goes where. Same thing with the audio 3.5 in, which you could use either your mic, which would be like the, what is it? The pink one? The pink one. Yeah, I think it's pink, yeah. So pink goes in here, or your green for your audio off your board, or out of your sound card or whatever. And they do have that. I forgot to bring it up here. They do have a through cable, which is a 3.5 through cable that's really short. It's really nice. I didn't bring it up here. I mean, you guys probably know what a 3.5 looks like. But and then you have audio in, so it stays the same. So as you see, audio out is the outside, which these two, and the audio in is the inside. Alright, yeah, and that's pretty much it. I mean, it's a pretty small card, as you can see, you know, pretty small card. And then, you know, across the side, very, very small. Okay, now let's do the hot button. So this here is a hot button, and I don't know if you guys could hear that, but that's basically the click sound. So you just kind of just palm it. It's a nice size, about your palm size, and a pretty decent cable. It connects to any USB port. And you guys will see the USB here. You know, it's just got a regular standard USB cable. And this interfaces up with the software, the RecCentral. And yeah, so after you connect it up, it's got red LEDs in here, and the hot button will light up, telling you that it's connected. And it's got, you know, a rubber bottom piece on here to keep it from moving. And yeah, so when you want to record or stream, it's pretty much universal in the software. You can make it do pretty much anything. So, you know, you press it to start your record or start your stream, and you press it again and turn it off. And it will pulsate. So when you start, it will pulsate. And if it has a problem, it'll pulse really flat. It'll flash if there's a problem, and otherwise it'll just pulsate. You know, just flash, flash, flash. And that's when you know you're recording. And then when you press it, it'll just turn solid. And when it's in standby, it'll just stay solid. And yeah, so that's pretty much it. And we'll go on to the conclusion, and I'll tell you guys a little bit more about it, and then conclude the review. Alright, and now we are looking at the RecCentral software, and so I'll show you guys through the RecCentral software. So here you have the main tabs over here, as well as, you know, the configuration files and all the settings and where you're going to save to and stuff like that can be found in here, as well as you could set an on-screen display and things like that. And, you know, here's the capture card that you could set up and help and stuff like that. So Bulletin just gives you all the, you know, the release and the new drivers and stuff like that, which I do already have the newest drivers and firmware. And capture, there's a couple ways that you could go about it. So, you know, here you have your capture options and my presets, and this is an amateur way of just, you know, filling in this guy, and then you could do all your settings and stuff like that. And but I particularly use the Pro, and I suggest you guys use that too. You can select the video format, the resolution, and the video bitrate. Of course, I set mine on max, and the max is 20,000 kilobytes per second. So it's 20 megabytes per second. 20 megabits a second. No. It is 20. I think it is. It's 20 megabytes. It's 20 megabytes a second. And then I have it 256. Frames per second is at 30. It can only capture 30 at 1080p, and you guys could check out the website for more info on that. And this is what, you know, I run on it. And then of course you could pick the drop downs and stuff like that, and you hit ready, and you could go. And then you have different stream options. You know, you could disconnect and switch to different places, stuff like that, and connect to Twitch or Ustream or any of these here. I just use Twitch. The only thing that I don't like is that you'll notice here is that here it says max capture, so it does not have a default stream profile, so I'll have to change to a stream, right? So a stream setup rather than a capture setup, because of course your data rate up to your upload rate is a lot different than what you want to capture. And then you could also look through your videos here. And yeah, this is basically set up the exact same way as you know, as a stream, right? And of course you could set up the hot button, which of course I have it set up now. It turns red when you're ready to stream and stuff like that, and then pretty much when you're ready to go, you hit the ready button and you're good to go. And that's pretty much it. Alright, so we are back, and just in case you guys wanted to know, this is the 3.5 that I forgot on the close-up. You know, it's it's a little bit more than 80 centimeters. But yeah, so let's put back on my anti-static wrist wrap and finish. Oh, that's not good. And finish up this review. So I guess while I'm doing this, I might as well just talk about it real quick. So I personally like RecCentral. I mean, it is kind of limited on where you could stream, but if you use it with anything like XSplit, like the 3 months it comes with, works perfectly fine. You can pretty much do whatever you want, stream to wherever you want. And you could also use it as a live encoder for a lot of streaming things. So, like, if you wanted to encode video on the fly, like for XSplit or whatever, you could use it. And I don't know if they have, I think they have an API where you could actually write your own code and stuff like that, as well as an SDK where you could write your own code and, you know, make it work for you, make it as a hardware, almost like video card encoding. But yeah, other than that, Push button is pretty awesome. I personally like it. I like the hot button. I always have it on my desk. I don't use any hotkeys. You could also use a hotkey on your keyboard and record a macro and use the key on your keyboard. But I personally only use this. You could use it with whatever USB port you want. It doesn't have to connect directly in the card. You can go to any port on your PC, and yeah, so you can pretty much use it for whatever you want. And like I said, just 2 clicks and you can change between streaming and capturing. But of course, as you guys know, this card is very expensive. I think it was like $299 when I bought it. But I don't know if I bought it on sale. I didn't buy it on sale. I bought it for full retail, but it's definitely worth it. You guys might be thinking, Steven, why aren't you putting any footage of the card on your review? And the answer to that is that all the games I record and all the on-screen footage that I record is all filmed through the Aver Media. All of the footage on my game reviews, my software reviews, going over benchmarks and other kinds of things. Anything that I do with my screen, I use this guy to capture it, whether it's games or more streaming or anything else. And also, like to confirm, it does work with Twitch. I stream this with this over Twitch, and it works absolutely awesome. So, what do I personally think of this? I think it's the best capture card on the market. Is absolutely the best capture card on the market. And if you were looking for a capture card, I would suggest going for this, whether you're doing PC, which is the only thing that I really do, or if you're doing Xbox or whatever. It'll work for that. The only thing it won't work for is PS3 because of HDCP. But yeah, so anything that doesn't have HDCP, it can record, and sometimes I got some problems with like that. And I wanted to also say that when you're using this card, your output won't be the same as if it wasn't going through a pass-through. Things will look a little different, so you'll probably have to tweak your monitor to change the colors or whatever, change the brightness down, because it will change going through this card. Because this card is in the middle and it does have some lowering effects to your graphics card. But I noticed through running it, I've only gotten about 2 FPS drop, 3 FPS drop, and I'll probably have a video of the comparison between this card and not using this card, capturing benchmarks. But so far as all the benchmarks that I've done, I've only seen about 2 frame drop. And you can see that in, what was that one? That one was Cinebench. Cinebench, you can see the one before, the previous run, and the one after, it only dropped about 2 frames. It's no real big deal. And so would I recommend this? I would definitely recommend this. If you're thinking about picking it up, pick it up. There's nothing better than it. And I personally like a lot of the Aver Media cards. But this particular one is the best buy because you could get that small compression file, very, very small file size, and live encoding of videos, which, like I said, causes the file size to be very small, as well as having the capability of streaming and capturing and streaming while live encoding. Absolutely great. So this has been Steven from Legit PC, and this is my review on the Aver Media Live Gamer HD. And if you like this video, subscribe for more like it, and thanks for watching.